For this next exercise, you're going to work on pelvic tilts. Okay, so pelvic tilts, I look at my natural curvature of the spine when I'm doing a pelvic tilt. So thinking of my pelvis, which is these tiny little bones at the front that are part of the pelvis, but really it's these wide bones that connect at the front, and you also have your sit bones that are part of it. So it's like this big bowl. One way to think of it when you're doing pelvic tilts is you're either going to move it forward, so you're going to dump water out of the bowl, or you're going to dump it backwards. Okay, so when you're doing a pelvic tilt forward, so anteriorly, you're moving the pelvis forward and you're dumping the water forward. When you're moving the pelvis posterior tilts, you're posterior tilting your pelvis, you're moving the water backwards. Okay, so what it's going to look like when you're doing the anterior pelvic tilt, okay, it's almost like you're trying to stick your bum out. Okay, so you're overarching your back, which is not comfortable. You don't want to stay in this position. Okay, what we want to do with this exercise is find the neutral part of it. Okay, so I'm overly tilting, and I'm going to do the opposite. So I'm going to tuck my tailbone underneath me. It's almost like I'm trying to round my lower back, squeezing my butt. So anterior tilting, and then posterior tilting. Okay? Neither of these extremes is good to stay in all the time. It's good to know where it is and be able to go there so that you are more aware of your pelvis in space and how you organize your core. What you're going to do is find that in between, okay, where this, you're not in this anterior pelvic tilt, you're not in the posterior pelvic tilt. We're going to find the in between. Okay, so ribs down. You're going to find the neutral. You're going to maintain this position, squeezing your butt. You're going to shift your weight onto one leg, and then you're going to lift. Okay, and come back down. Okay, from here, I'm finding where my neutral is. I'm going to shift my weight and lift the leg up and come back down. Okay, you can also do this as an exercise, just posterior and anterior pelvic tilts. If you get a sore back when you're standing for a long time, posterior pelvic tilts might be comfortable and help to relieve the pain if you're standing for a really long time and you start to get pain.